What's going on, family? I want to bring forward a small message in a verse coming from 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4, which it reads, "For he was crucified in weakness, but lives by the power of God. For we are also weak in him, but in dealing with you, we will live with him by the power of God." In the context of Paul writing this epistle, writing this letter to Corinth, he's basically clapping back in response to the critics in Corinth who are coming after his apostleship, saying that his speech isn't all the way there, saying that he isn't qualified and all these different things. Basically, to wrap it all up in a small sense, they were calling him weak. And Paul used Jesus as the ultimate example, for he was crucified in weakness. Jesus was crucified in weakness, was read on, but lives by the power of God as he was resurrected by God. So what's often quote unquote weak here on earth is often strong in heavenly places. So he says, for he was crucified in weakness, but lives by the power of God. For we are also weak in him. Keep that in mind. For we are also weak in him, but dealing with you, we will live with him by the power of God. If you ain't doing nothing right, if you don't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing right. They were coming after him, coming after his speech, because his anointing, God has saved his life and dramatically turned him a 180. He was going to Damascus, the same place he was persecuting Christians, and they're still trying to find every and angle single thing to bring him down because they quote unquote called him weak. But God uses the weak and he empowers the weak. It says Isaiah chapter 40 verse 29 through 31. He said he gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. That's the type of person that God is. God is all things. He's not even, you can't even shrink him down into a person, but he did. He came down in human form and still brought forward and shared the same weakness, which we can now live through, which is the power of God. For it says at the end, but in dealing with you, we live with him by the power of God. Y'all be blessed and have an amazing day.